So, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We discuss all things golfing and streetwear. And before we get into today's video, I just want to go ahead and quickly address why I didn't make a video on the last Golf Wang season that just released a couple of days ago. The reason I haven't made a video sharing my thoughts on the new Golf Wang season is simply because I don't know if any of you follow me on Instagram or anything like that, but if you do, you know that this past weekend I was actually at something in the water. So we actually ended up having to leave on Thursday to make it to the festival in time. And as you all know, Thursday is actually when they announced the new Golf Wang season, and the 2 days before, Tuesday and Wednesday, I left my schedule completely open just in case they did announce the season so I could hurry up and make a video about it. And it was honestly just the worst possible time for me for them to announce the new season. I had literally gotten a car and we were like 2 hours down the road, and then they got on Instagram and they announced all the new items, which really sucked, but there was just honestly nothing that I could do about it. I wish I could have got that video out to you guys way earlier. If you guys are still interested, I do have a lot of things, of course, to say about the new season, so I might be uploading a video here in the next couple of days, just kind of sharing my thoughts on that, just kind of giving an overview of my thoughts on the season. But my new Golf le FLEUR 2.0s did come in the mail today, so I will definitely be here very soon doing an unboxing video of those. So once again, guys, just stay tuned for that as well. But enough of that, guys. I actually have something really exciting to talk about in today's video, and this is actually what we can consider the first official, I assume it's going to be online, of our first official branded Golf le FLEUR item. So as you all know, Tyler has actually not released any of the Golf le FLEUR clothing pieces other than a few accessories like the hats and the scarves and things like that. When it comes to the cardigans, sweater vests, button-ups, things like that, there's actually not been an official online release for any of these clothing items. And if any of you did watch the last Converse talk that Tyler did in Paris, where they actually talked about the new Golf le FLEUR 2.0 and a lot of other topics in detail, Tyler actually addresses this, and he says that we're probably not going to see an online release of. There are only 2 stores, I'm pretty sure, like in the whole world that actually carry the Golf le FLEUR clothing items. I can't remember the names of them off the top of my head, but there's one in Los Angeles and there's one in San Francisco. As far as I know, those are the 2 only places that you can actually go and get the Golf le FLEUR clothing items. And Tyler said he did this because he said he really loved the idea of people traveling to LA or San Francisco, or, you know, if they decide to open up another store somewhere down the line, which I really hope they do, because at the end of the summer, I'm going to be going to New York, and that seems like the perfect next spot for them to put a store or have some sort of stockist for the Golf le FLEUR clothing items. So I would love if by some odd chance between now and then they open up a store in New York and I'm able to actually go there and get some items. If any of you follow us over there on Golfing Reporters, or if you're signed up for the Golf le FLEUR mailing list, Golf le FLEUR just sent out this image in their mailing list, which you should be seeing here next to my head, announcing the release date of the Golf le FLEUR and Schott. I hope I'm saying that right, but the Golf le FLEUR and Schott's leather jacket, but they're calling it a bomber jacket here. But the jacket is of course made out of leather, because I don't know if any of you know anything about Schott's, like the brand, but that's kind of like their thing, is doing a lot of these leather jackets and things like that, like really high quality leather jackets. And this is actually something that we saw Tyler wearing a lot of. He wore it, you know, I saw him at Day in Vegas back in November, and he was actually wearing a green colorway of this jacket. I'll see if I can find that image somewhere, but it was basically the same exact jacket, just in a green colorway instead of this cream or like kind of off-white colorway that we see here. And it does seem, you know, at least to me, that this is actually going to release online, because this is the first piece that they've actually announced in the Golf le FLEUR mailing list talking about a release date. So just as an example, really recently at one of the stores, I believe it was the store in Los Angeles, maybe it was both of them, I'm not completely sure, they did drop the brown colorway of the Golf le FLEUR bomber jacket at those stores, and there was never any, like, they didn't take to Instagram, there was never really any quote-unquote official announcements of the release of that piece. So it seems to me, since they're going this extra step and sending this out in the mailing list, that this is actually going to be releasing online, which, like I said a little bit ago, does technically make this the first official Golf le FLEUR clothing piece that we've seen drop online. We've, of course, in the past, we have seen pieces drop under the Golf le FLEUR branding. I actually do have the pink version of the brown bomber jacket that I was talking about just a little bit ago, which is branded Golf le FLEUR, but technically, if you look at the tags and all the pieces it dropped alongside, that item technically released alongside a Golf Wang season, and all the tags on it and everything like that are also Golf Wang tags as well. So as far as an official drop of branded Golf le FLEUR items, we are yet to see that online, and it looks like this collab is going to be the first time that we see that happen, which is really interesting to me. I think that this is a beautiful piece. Both of the jackets, both colorways of the jackets are, of course, but it's definitely an interesting piece to drop online should they decide to do that. It does say here on the picture that this is going to be dropping on the 25th, which is 3 days from now, meaning that this piece will be dropping on Saturday. So we're just gonna have to kind of keep our eyes on the LeFleur site to see if this does drop online. However, like I said, that does seem to be the case. And once again, like I said, we have seen another colorway of this jacket in this image that they sent out in the mailing list. We only see this off-white cream colorway of this jacket. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if we don't also see that colorway of this jacket dropping alongside this cream one that we see here. Now, when it comes to these leather jackets from Schott, they are pretty up there in price. And I'm not talking about like $500-$600. Like, these jackets are like $800 and up. And a lot of these jackets I actually got on the Schott website a long time ago when we first saw this jacket. And when I did get on their website, all these jackets that are in this kind of like body style that they have here are usually around $1,000, many times a little bit more. I have seen a lot of rumors floating around saying that the rumored price tag of this jacket is going to be $1,200, which I know that's very expensive, but unfortunately that does seem like a realistic price estimate to me based off a lot of the jackets from Schott. I would say that anywhere between $1,200 and like $1,300 is probably what we can expect this jacket to cost. But you know, as far as I know, the quality on these jackets are of course outstanding. They're handcrafted in the United States. I think that they're genuine leather, but I'm not completely sure. But Schott does have a history of making jackets. Like, these jackets are meant to last a lifetime. They're completely outstanding quality, so if any of you guys are interested, at least you guys won't have to worry about that. However, I do know that $1,200 price tag, or like rough estimate, is really up there for this jacket, which really sucks because although I love this jacket, that does unfortunately put it outside of my price range. So I would love to get my hands on it, but just unfortunately I don't think it's in the cards for me at this moment. But definitely comment below and let me know y'all's thoughts on this jacket. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you somewhere in the middle? And as always, guys, if you like this kind of content and you would like to see more, definitely like this video and subscribe to the channel. I have a ton of golf and streetwear content coming moving forward. Also, guys, I am going to be filming a video today unboxing the Golf le FLEUR 2.0, so do stay tuned for an unboxing video of those coming here very soon in the near future. But that'll do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for checking this out. I'll see you in the next one.